are you doing today?
I'm good, and you?
I'm doing good. My name is Mariel. I'll be your social worker today. Now, what's your name?
Chantel.
Chantel, nice to meet you, Chantel.
Nice meeting you too.
Now, I understand that you were referred to us by the Department of Health.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand why?
Yes, because I have to go through education process because I'm underage and I have like multiple STDs.
Okay. Now, are you familiar with the STDs that you have?
Yeah, I have chlamydia, gonorrhea, and herpes.
Okay.
And I know that they've given me some medication for chlamydia, gonorrhea, and herpes, but they say that it's I don't remember basically, but I know I have them three.
Okay, so you do have chlamydia, gonorrhea, and herpes. Now, I'm going to go ahead and discuss the education process with you. Before we get any farther, I want to go ahead and let you know that everything that we discuss today is going to be strictly confidential. It's going to stay between us. Here is a form for you to go ahead and sign. This is the consent of services,
Okay.
confidentiality, and rights and responsibilities of the client. Then at the very end, once we're done with this session, I'm going to go ahead and give you another one with the plan of action, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Now, I want to go ahead and get to know you more before we get any further in the education process. Now, tell me a little bit more about yourself.
I go to school. That's pretty much it. I go to school. I do hair on the side for money. And that's it.
Okay. Now, where do you live? Who do you stay with?
I live with my mom.
With your mom? What does your mom do for a living?
She does medical billing and coding, something in the medical field, something like that.
Okay. Now, what is your relationship with your mom?
She's never home. I mean, we're not close at all. Like, I just live under her roof. But once I'm 18, I'm moving out.
Okay, so you guys don't have the best of relationship,
No.
right? Now, who would you consider a close support if your mom doesn't happen to be there?
As far as support, I guess I have a few friends, but then again, who knows? I don't know. I guess my support used to be really my dad. I was more close with him, but now he's overseas, so he just everything kind of changed.
Okay, so your dad left country, he's overseas, and since he left, things have changed for you, right?
He didn't have a choice because he's been in the military.
Okay. Okay, that's great. Now, you are originally from here?
Yeah, I was yeah.
Now, also because we are considering this is a medical issue that came in regards to your contracted STDs. Is there any other medical history that we should know about you or your family?
Yeah, I have asthma, and I've had asthma since I was a child. I've had it for most of my life, and as for my family, I don't know what's wrong with them. I know I know about me. I don't know about them.
Okay, so
But that I know, I don't think my family has anything.
Okay, so the only medical issue that you currently have is the STDs, which we're going to go ahead and discuss today, and which are being treated as of right now, and the asthma, right?
Yeah.
Now, considering that you do have asthma and you're in that young age of experimenting, do you smoke? Do you drink?
I don't really drink. I don't drink. I don't really care about alcohol, but I do smoke, but it's occasionally.
Occasionally? Now, how often is occasionally for you?
I would say twice, like once in a while, once in a blue moon. Like let's say my friends are doing it, I'll have a puff or two. But I know my limit.
Okay, so you do know your limit. That's a good thing. Considering you do know your limit, you're still young age. That's great. It'll keep you from troubles.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, who do you relate yourself with? Like friends? Do you have friends? What do you do for fun?
I go out, like sometimes we hang out with the movies. I sing.
You sing, and that's nice. I
Yeah.
like singing too. That's
You
good.
do?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, I enjoy the echo in the bathroom with the shower. It makes it even nicer the way. You should try it sometime.
That's cool. I will.
Now, you did mention you have friends. You enjoy going to the movies. Now, do you have a boyfriend or a sexual partner as of right now?
I have multiple actually. I have. That's the thing. It's just so frustrating. I'm messing with kind of three guys. Not one is like back and forth. It's not really steady, and the other two is like I just don't know who. Just I get so mad and I just want to cry because I always use condoms and just like a few times I did not use condom and it just I want to have a baby for Christ's sake and I don't know who gave it to me so I cannot just go ahead and point fingers. But the health department told me that they will get contacted but it will be anonymous so they can come and get you. It just
So this has been very
hard.
hard for you. It's been
Yes,
very
ma'am.
frustrating. Now, have you done anything to prevent this from happening? Like you were told that you contracted the STDs. Now, did you do anything to prevent it? Have you started using protection to avoid spreading those health issues?
I mean, since my diagnosis, which was like last month, I mean, I haven't been sexually active.
Okay. That's good. That's good. At least for now. That way we can go ahead and inform you of how to control it and how to get it treated and get it off your system, okay? Now, you did mention you wanted to have babies. Um, are you aware of medical issues that that might cause? And considering that you have those STDs, if those STDs are not treated, they can cause issues to the baby. They actually can cause issues with you and conceiving. Like, you're not even able to have a baby. Those
I
STDs
mean,
don't get
I
treated.
am getting treated. I'm gonna get my treatment. I'm gonna,
Okay.
I think, they gave me the medication. I was able to pay for it, but, the health department told me that I shouldn't worry about that. So I'm picking up the medication sometime this week, and I will take care of it, so I won't have to worry about that.
Okay. So the health department is going to go ahead and help you out with the financial situation, at least taking care of the medical expenses for you, as well as the sessions, just to let you know, and a method of getting to the sessions as well.
Oh yeah.
Now, I want to go ahead and already mention to you that having these STDs, it might prevent you from conceiving as well as it might give developmental issues to the child. Are you
Yeah,
aware
but
of that?
I am aware of it, but I want to have a baby. It's just, my goal is to have a baby. I have no one that loves me. That, that's the only thing I know will love me for sure. So, I want to have a baby.
Okay.
And I will take care of myself. I do have STDs, but I'm not the only one who has STDs. And I will take the treatment. I'll be fine, and I just want to conceive.
Okay. Now, I want to go ahead and let you know, once you do contract an STDs, actually the probabilities of you having any other STDs after this, they're much, much higher. Okay, now after this, at least this is your first chance at getting better. You
My
contracted.
wake up call. That's what the
Exactly.
lady told me.
It's what they call it, a wake-up call, for you to be aware of the situation before it gets any worse, okay?
It's not gonna get any worse. I'm gonna use a condom. I mean, that's my thing. I want to use a condom. I will use a condom from now on, and I will. I will have my partner get tested before I decide not to. As what I decide.
It's your best choice. It's your best choice because remember, it's your life, and a future child of yours that depends on your actions. A pretty face and a nice body might ruin your future. So be aware of that, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Now I want to go ahead and go back to having a child. You're still in school, right? How are you planning on having a child at this age?
I mean, I will be able to get around. I mean, the child, of course, the father is gonna help take care of that child. I mean, they have social. I can be on welfare, and they will help me.
Okay. Now, you say that then you're gonna finish school, or
I don't know. I don't know at this point.
I suggest for you to go ahead and maybe considering finishing school, and eventually, once you're stable, you'll be able to go ahead and provide the life that you like for your child to have. I mean, considering that you did say that your mom is always working, right? And she's never there for you. Would you like your child to be in the same situation where you're always working and
No.
you won't be able to be there for them?
No, I don't.
Okay. So that's something very important to consider, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Now that we discussed a little bit more about the STDs, now that I've educated a little bit more about those, and we've discussed more things about your platform, just so I can get to know you a little bit better, I want to go ahead and let you know that after this session, I'd like to go ahead and see you at least once a week for the next 6 months, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Now we're going to go ahead and proceed with the education process. Go ahead and get your STDs treated, as well as stabilizing school and your relationship with your mom and with your partners first. That way we can go ahead and make sure that you're in a stable state, that way you're caring for yourself, and eventually, if you still continue deciding to have a child, for you to stay with that child, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Now that I've discussed this treatment plans, go ahead and sign here, and we'll be expecting you at least, like I said before, once a week for the next 6 months, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
It was a pleasure working with you today, Chantel.
It was well.
Thank you.
I was told that I was gonna get a bus pass.
Yes, ma'am. The Department of Health already informed us about that. We're going to go ahead and provide you with the transportation services. That way it's more convenient for you to get here, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
No.